Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber. 4 months ago, the Sioux City Council approved the purchase of 120 body cameras. And today, each officer in the Sioux City Police has been trained, and they are now in use for officers out on patrol. KCAU 9 News reporter Marina Bach telling us how community support helped pave the way for this new technology in our top story at 5.
Sophie, once the body cameras were delivered here to the Sioux City Police Department, they immediately got to work. In less than 8 weeks, they trained 126 of their officers on this new system and exactly how it operates. Now today, each officer out on duty will have a body camera on them, and it's going to be placed right in the middle of their chest.
This is what it's all about, coming together as a community, meeting the need of the community.
After years of discussion, the Sioux City Police Department is now one of more than 15,000 police departments nationwide implementing body-worn cameras on their officers.
For officers' use, it is fairly straightforward. There's a button in the middle. When you push the button in the middle, it starts recording.
Uniformed officers, school resource officers, as well as detectives will all be equipped with a body camera.
Should they come across a situation where they anticipate they'll be making citizen contact or conducting enforcement action, they will then activate those cameras.
Chief Rex Mueller with the Sioux City Police Department says critical footage will be saved forever, but day-to-day citizen contact will be stored for only 2 years.
Camera footage is investigative information. So depending on the nature of the call for service, it could be an open records request, it could require a subpoena. There's a number of processes that people can go through to request to view or get access to that footage.
But this new chapter for the police department was all made possible through community support.
Unity in the community, we know that is part of our mission statement, that we embrace partnerships with law enforcement at all times. And this is another time that we are embracing that to protect everyone.
Community leaders like Monique Scarlett and Ike Rayford with the NAACP say they have continued to have a seat at the table when it comes to having open dialogue with law enforcement and city council.
Sioux City is a place where people can come together, sit down, have a conversation. We may not agree on everything, and we may not agree on how to get to those things, but we're willing to talk about it and really respect each other and see, hey, this is opportunity for us to grow.
Again, the department received 120 of these body cameras that came with a price tag around $260,000, including the camera, all the equipment, and the software. I asked the Sioux City finance officer exactly what went into purchasing all this equipment. He said they used red light and traffic camera money. Reporting live in Sioux City, Marina Bach, KCAU 9 News.
All right, thanks, Marina. Now, Governor Kim Reynolds addressing vaccine distribution for COVID-19 today. Initial doses will be reserved for workers at hospitals, as we thought, and long-term care facilities across the state of Iowa.
As more COVID-19 vaccine becomes available, additional populations will be added and more people will be able to receive the vaccine. We anticipate that by mid-2021, there should be enough vaccine available for anyone who wants to receive it.
Now, officials say the state expects to receive 172,000 doses of vaccine over the next month. Each recipient will need a second dose in 3 weeks' time. Officials say those doses are planned to ship on time. Well, the need for more nurses has been a nationwide issue for many years. The pandemic, of course, making it even worse. That's why recruiting nursing students this year is especially important, experts say. Due to COVID-19, a limited amount of students were able to practice medicine in person, of course, changing the experience the students felt like they needed to make a decision to go into that career.
And so they might leave the acute care setting and look for something a little more predictable and less demanding. And so it's our job as nursing leaders and fellow nurses to really support our nursing staff.
If you'd like, you can still apply for this year's spring semester at St. Luke's College. Enrollment ends in the month of February. 22-year-old Melissa Camarago Flores of Dakota City, Nebraska tonight being sentenced to 50 years in prison for an April 2018 stabbing death. That was of Kenia Alvarez Flores. KCAU 9 News reporter Lydia Vasquez joining us live from the courthouse with a better update on what happened. Lydia?
That's right, Sophie. Camargo Flores appeared in Woodbury County District Court today. Now, of that 50-year sentence, she must serve a minimum of 35 years before she's eligible for parole. Back in October, Camargo Flores pleaded guilty to killing 24-year-old Kenya Alvarez Flores in Sioux City back in April of 2018. Camargo Flores reportedly waited outside the victim's house before stabbing her multiple times. She was originally charged with first-degree murder, but pleaded to the lesser charge of second-degree murder to avoid a life sentence. Today, 2 victim impact statements were read, one by the mother and a combined statement by her brother and sister.
You just took a life away. But why? Was it just for fun? Or out of jealousy? Or maybe just because you are a mean person deep down inside? I don't understand the reason why. But she was loved by many, especially by the ones who knew her the most.
Camargo Flores was also ordered to pay $150,000 restitution to the victim's family, but the judge conceded that it was unlikely that she would be able to pay due to the length of her sentence. Reporting live from Sioux City, Lydia Vasquez, KCAU 9 News.
All right, thanks so much for that update, Lydia. It is time tonight for our first check-in on the weather. Meteorologist Marcus Beasley standing by. Marcus, one of those days, rare for the month of December, at least typically speaking. You could stand outside without a coat if you were in the sun, and it didn't feel bad.
That's right. It felt pretty good out there. Plenty of sunshine all throughout Siouxland today, Sophie, and it looks like we are going to continue to see comfortable temperatures here throughout the rest of the work week and into the weekend. High temperatures today reaching up to 48 in Sioux City and Wayne, 46 in Yankton, 45 in Lamar's, Cherokee with a high of 43 today. A little cooler in Storm Lake, but still in the 40s at 41. Tonight, temperatures will drop into the mid-20s for most of us, so it is going to be another chilly night, slightly below freezing. It looks like tomorrow is shaping up to be another really nice sunny day. Details on that and what the weekend looks like coming up in the 9 on 9. Sophie?
All right, thanks, Marcus. Let's take a quick look now at the latest COVID-19 numbers here in Siouxland. New cases in Woodbury County nearly tripling yesterday's tally. That is as 146 positives bring the county past 10,600 cases. In Nebraska, Dakota County with 39 new positives coming back today. That is about 5 times as many cases reported yesterday. The county totals more than 3,200 cases. And in South Dakota, Union County staying on a downward trend, so some good news there. 8 new cases bring the county past the 1,200 case mark. Getting a COVID-19 test is becoming easier in South Dakota tonight. People no longer need any symptoms or their doctor's permission to get a swab. Another plus, it's free at Hy-Vee pharmacies. The free drive-through testing is available in 5 South Dakota cities. That includes Sioux Falls, Vermilion, and Yankton. Registration can be done online. Once the test is complete, folks can view the results on the very same webpage. You might have heard about Japanese Kobe beef or Wagyu, but right here in Siouxland, there's an operation raising the best tasting Wagyu beef in the United States. I visited their farm to see just what makes their product so unique. It starts every day around 6 a.m.
Go up and check the pins, make sure every animal is walking, make sure there's water in the water tank, and then make sure the bunk are completely empty. Clean water makes them consume more. If you don't have clean water, you'll see the consumption on their feed go down.
I'm told it's the attention to detail and making sure the feeding process is at the same time in the same way every day that makes these cows so happy and healthy.
Consistency is probably the #1 thing for any animal. Same time every day, no matter if it rains, snows. If it snows out, you better get up and move the snow. If it's got to be 3 o'clock in the morning, make sure the snows move and get those cattle fed at 6 or 7 o'clock.
And Brad and Shauna Feddersen tell me it isn't easy balancing work, life on the farm, and raising 2 children who they say also enjoy helping out.
It's a hard thing to do because you want to provide your family with tangible things. They don't mean anything, but you want them to have a good life, and it's a hard balance to do, spend time with your kids and then take care of that farm.
Last month, their Wagyu ribeye took home the national title of Grand Reserve Champion in the Triple Crown Steak Challenge. Their product won best taste, tenderness, and health benefits.
With Wagyu, you hear a lot of talk about marbling, and what that is that intramuscular fat, and you can see the little lines, and they kind of judge it and grade it based on the color of the fat. The whiter, the better. And then, this one's easier to see. And the fineness of the marbling is important, versus bigger chunks. So like this is a good example of really fine marbling. The fat's real white. So this, it's a higher quality. And all all those things lend to flavor and tenderness and taste.
And the family tells me growing an award-winning product all starts with having a relaxed cow in the field. There's hundreds of cattle feeders across the state of Iowa, but here at Fedderson's, I'm told that the key to keeping their cows relaxed and happy are these horses.
Using horses, they'll come right up the horse. You can walk them in. They're not running. When you use on foot or four-wheeler, it just gets them amped up. So it's just another expense you have when you have Wagyus with the tack and the horses. It's not cheap, but if you want to maintain the quality meat you're getting, that's why we're hitting the goals that we're hitting.
And if you're thinking, why would a family in Anthon be inspired to break into the national Wagyu beef market, Brad Feddersen says, why not?
They go, Iowa, Wagyu, Iowa. I said, where else do you think it's going to come from? We got the best grain here. We've got the best hay. We've got the distillers. I'm proud to our producer right here, and these guys really don't know what they're getting.
Because before the pandemic, Brad says his cows were fetching thousands of dollars each. The cuts of steak selling for more than $100 each at restaurants in cities like New York and Los Angeles.
The cattle were leaving, we sold them as live animals to a buyer, and then they went off to restaurants in big cities. And so we had a load go out in January, a load go out in February. We were all excited. After 2 years of taking care of them, it was happening. We're finally getting some money back, yay. And then COVID happened, and all the restaurants closed. And so no more buying cattle because he didn't have anywhere to go with it. So Brad's like, what are we going to do? You know, we're feeding them every day. This isn't like a shoe that you can put on the shelf and wait it out. I mean, we got to figure something out.
So they went online, and Shauna works full-time for Acer, formerly Gateway Computers. So the internet was no stranger to her, but she says diving into the world of website building, marketing, and online sales was no easy task. But they say it's paid off. And in addition to selling their product online and shipping across the country, the family is now selling their product directly to Siouxlanders.
For the holidays, the Sioux City Downtown Partners put together a small business Saturdays, I think is what it's called, where business owners are letting small businesses like us use their space.
And if you would like to check out their beef along with many other local vendors, they will be at 310 Virginia Street on the Saturdays between now and Christmas from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Well, for the first time in months, lawmakers are saying a COVID relief deal could be within reach. We have the very latest for you from Washington, D.C. coming up.
And it looks like we're going to have a great end to the work week, a beautiful weekend to follow, and next week looks even warmer. All of those details after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Sophie Erber and meteorologist Marcus Beasley. This is KCAU 9 News at 5.
But then Tuesday and Wednesday, that's when we're going to see those temperatures in the lower to mid 50s, and then that cool down for the end of next week. But still, after that cold front, we could continue to see temperatures slightly above average.
Not a bad forecast for the first week and a half, at least, of the month of December.
Yeah, not bad at all. Looking forward to it.
All right, me too. Thanks a lot, Marcus. Well, don't stick your arm through the fence. It's a common safety tip for dealing with large animals. The scary story of a volunteer at Big Cat Rescue who did not follow those rules coming up. First, after months of gridlock on Capitol Hill, there is new optimism around a bipartisan relief deal. We'll bring you the latest update next.
As you plan your holiday shopping list, make sure that you plan to shop local.
By shopping local small businesses, you'll not only find those special gifts, you'll also support your community.
Gift buying that gives back. This holiday season, shop
and support local businesses.
Join KCAU 9 as we help make the holidays brighter for thousands of Siouxland children.
We're teaming up with Baumgars to collect much-needed gifts for the Salvation Army's Operation Toys.
Make sure to donate at any Baumgars location or our station and help put gifts under the tree for needy children.
100% of toys collected stay in Siouxland and go to families in need.
Let's work together to brighten the holidays.
The Salvation Army's Operation Toys, brought to you by Baumgars and KCAU 9. Federal relief for families and businesses suffering to stay afloat during the pandemic could be on the way. KCAU 9's D.C. correspondent Raquel Martin reporting on the very latest for us from lawmakers.
I'm encouraged.
Missouri Democratic Congressman Lacey Clay says he's ready to pass a new COVID relief compromise.
So this will get us to the end of January at least, especially as far as the unemployment benefits are concerned, the small businesses.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers introduced the more than $900 billion plan this week. And now Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, and President Trump have signaled they're ready to make it work.
Do you support the $900 billion?
And I think they're getting very close, and
I want it to happen.
Right now, the clock is ticking to get something done. Items like eviction protections and extended unemployment benefits are set to expire by the end of the month.
We can do this.
Thursday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell signaled support for a deal, but still suggested his smaller $500 billion offer is the better option.
Compromise is within reach.
Iowa Republican Senator Chuck Grassley also prefers the smaller option.
I believe that $900 billion is still more than we need to do to help the people that need the help, but I wouldn't say no to that right now.
But Missouri Republican Josh Hawley says he's concerned neither plan includes a second round of direct payments for families. Lawmakers have only 6 working days left to strike a deal. In Washington, Raquel Martin, KCAU 9 News.
Well, fans of the Netflix show Tiger King, stay tuned. We'll see how feeding a tiger at Carol Baskin's Big Cat Rescue nearly cost a woman her arm. Next. Welcome back. A volunteer at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa was seriously injured this morning. The operation was reintroduced into mainstream culture earlier this year, of course, in that Netflix documentary series Tiger King. Megan Gannon has an update on this freak incident.
So staffers closed the gate here to Big Cat Rescue after a volunteer was bitten by a tiger earlier this morning. We're learning more about that woman and that she's been volunteering here for 5 years. According to Big Cat Rescue, Candy Cowser was trying to feed this big cat, Kimba Tiger, earlier this morning when she stuck her arm inside part of the cage to try and unclip a door while the tiger was in it. Now, Carol Baskin sent me an email saying in part, quote, Candy said she just wasn't thinking when she went to unclip it. It is against our protocols for anyone to stick any part of their body into a cage with a cat in it. And we're told that's when the tiger grabbed her arm and nearly tore it off. One staffer heard the commotion and came running over. That's when the tiger dropped his grip and Cowser was able to fall away from the cage. Several staffers helped create tourniquets to stop the bleeding while waiting for the ambulance to arrive. We are told she was still conscious when she was being taken to St. Joseph's Hospital. We're also told that grief counseling has been available for those staffers who have been impacted out here at Big Cat Rescue. Now, as for that tiger, we're told that it will be placed in quarantine for the next 30 days as a precaution.
Let's take a live look outside right now at a beautiful sunset over Storm Lake. Marcus returns on the other side of the break with one more check on our forecast. Stay with us. Before we wrap up here at 5, let's check in first with Tim for what's coming up at 6. Hi, Tim.
Hey, good afternoon, Sophie. Unfortunately, another sobering day as far as statistics involving COVID-19. The state of Iowa today reporting 70 additional deaths. That's a single-day high across the state of Iowa. We'll take a closer look coming up tonight at 10. Meanwhile, at a time when healthcare workers are already stretched thin, the industry continues to battle a nursing shortage. It's reported that that there will be more of those types of jobs available through 2022 than any other profession in the country. And if you need a pick-me-up today, something to put a smile on your face will help you out there. You won't want to miss how one couple is turning the disappointment of their COVID-canceled wedding into something special for one group hit especially hard during the pandemic. This will put a smile on your face, a tasty treat involved as well, Sophie.
Looking forward to that story. Thanks a lot, Tim. And Marcus, we have another beautiful sunset we get to show our viewers at this hour. And temperatures not too bad tonight, although they are dropping off below freezing for most of us.
Yeah, we'll see temperatures drop down a few degrees below freezing, upper 20s tonight throughout much of Siouxland. So a cold, quiet night with light winds. Tomorrow, warming back up into the mid to upper 40s with plenty of sunshine.
All right, thanks, Marcus, and thank you for joining us. I'll see you back here at 6. Until then, have a great night.